Welcome to the 106th episode of the Friday Nightmares podcast as we continue to go through adventures in technology and 2025 horror movies. My name is Heather Powell, and I'm one half of our hosting team, and I am located in Waterdown, Ontario, Canada. And with me, as always, is
Mr. Smoke Show Crawford, coming to you from the town of Swartz Creek, in the county of Genesee, in the state of Michigan, in the United States of America, in the North American continent, in the Western Hemisphere, on the planet Earth, in the Milky Way galaxy, fully vaxxed, boosted, and waxed, and ready to climax. And if you can, please get me wet and feed me after midnight. I'm the man with the glorious beard, aka Mother of Cats, aka the man with humongous ego, aka Scotthausen, aka Scotty Too Hottie, aka Spanky, aka Hey Scott, and aka one half of the premium podcasting duo that is still trying to figure out how to navigate this technology since Skype went down.
honestly, you would think that as we already recorded 20 minutes and we lost it. At least it was only 20 minutes. We haven't done that in a long time. But
Yeah.
as I just the only thing I want to carry over from that previous conversation is we just want everyone to know that Scott and I would definitely die in a horror movie. We would die probably first. We are not the ones that will make it.
No.
Do not bank on us. Okay. Do not. We'll probably split up. I will definitely be having sex somewhere. Scott will probably be too busy with his garden, and we would both be dead. Like, there's not even a question. Do not follow Scott and I at all.
No, you're doomed for failure if you follow.
Like, honestly, we are not even role models. We're like the opposite of role models. Role models are what you shouldn't be in life. When it comes to horror movie survival, we can't even figure out fucking audio softwares, let alone
Right?
we would
You know, we would joke that we were part of the premium podcasting duo, but I'm starting to wonder about that nowadays too.
Look,
We're like,
the thing is, we're just not like as big of nerds as like Tim and Daniel.
it's
You
true.
know? Like we have other interests besides horror movies, right? Like we just don't want to say the uncomfortable thing out loud, right? Is
Exactly.
that we're very popular.
100%.
Like for example, you have a garden and you need to monitor that garden, and I bring in fucking foster dogs that sleep with me and keep me up all night. So like, we're really busy.
Yeah, totally busy.
Mhm.
You know, the garden life is just so much, and then the foster dog mom life just too much.
Right.
Tim with 5 kids.
I know. Oh, look at me. I'm a parent. Oh, I'm so busy. Oh, I live in Australia. Oh, look at me, my barbecue. But oh man, Tim's barbecue. It's almost as yummy looking as him.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm hard.
I know. Well, that's good. You got to be hard for something as we go through this list. Don't worry, it'll go down.
Yeah, it'll get very flaccid very quick.
Yeah, there's going to be movies we're going to talk about that makes it want to hide. But we'll jump right into the first one that we both watched some time ago. Clown in a Cornfield, which is based off a series of books, as Scott had said in our previous recording that you're never going to get to hear. Are you a friend of Friendo? Quinn and her father have just moved to the quiet town of Kettle Springs, hoping for a fresh start. Instead, she discovers a fractured community that has fallen upon hard times after the treasured Bay Pen corn syrup factory burns down. That still makes me laugh. The corn syrup factory. As the locals bicker amongst themselves and the tensions boil over, a sinister, grinning figure emerges from the cornfields to clean the town of its burdens, one bloody victim at a time. This was really entertaining. I enjoyed this film quite a bit. It's a 96-minute runtime. Scott said it earlier that it was like a 90s slasher, and I think that's a really great comparison.
Yeah.
The kills are a little bit like they do pull away, and the understanding of that is this is actually a series meant for children, like young adults, which is why it kind of pulls away when the kills happen. But I did find it really entertaining, and even though the plot was kind of paint by numbers and you knew what was going to happen and none of it was really shocking, I liked that it moved quickly and it got to the point.
Yeah, I completely agree. Like it didn't waste your time, and it's just one of those fun slashers, not anything new. It's very predictable in a lot of ways. You see the twist coming. But I do like the comedy that was in this because it was the director of Tucker and Dale versus Evil, and there were definitely some lines in this that were quite hilarious. And yeah, just all around, I just had a fun time with it. Like the characters were all enjoyable and not pain in the asses, and not someone I just couldn't stand. Like besides the ones that deserved to be killed. Um,
Yeah.
but like all in all, I thought this was just a very fun, entertaining slasher film. Not gonna be in my top 10, but I'd give it a 7. It's fun.
Yeah, and there were some lines that did really make me laugh. Like there was one line where one of the characters gets hurt and she's like, "Oh no, girl, like it's really bad." Like that made me laugh. Like it's something like it's so bad. Like when looking at her injuries, and I laughed out loud. I'm like, that's something I would say. That's
Yeah.
really funny. Again, this is not gonna, as Scott said, it's probably not gonna be on a lot of people's top tens, but was it easy and fluffy to watch? Yes. Is it good for like a Friday night chilling and you want to throw something on that doesn't require a lot of brain power, which is clearly a problem for Scott and I because we can't figure out technology on how to record. So
Yeah.
we need lots of dumb things to entertain us.
I'm special.
We have no idea what's going on 95% of the time. This is why we don't talk about politics on this podcast, because we can't even figure out fucking online shit.
Yeah, I'm too dumb for politics. I just go outside and stare at my plant and go, "This is good. This is life now."
Right? I'm just like foster dogs, and like work's really busy. Like everybody's work is really busy, and like drinking, and you're like garden. We don't have time to be mad. We're mad. Don't get us wrong. We're still woke as fuck, but we just don't talk about it.
It's exhausting.
We're all upset.
Yeah.
Look, like our two countries are at tariff wars, and that's the biggest problem with Friday Nightmares. Is that we can't afford the tariffs that Scott and I keep putting on each other.
Maybe that's the issue we're having. We're coming across tariffs that came across all the recording software, and it's like fucking with us.
Right now, they've come for Friday Nightmares anyway. I digress. Clown in a cornfield, also known as
Corns in the clown field.
Corns in the clown field. That's a sequel, actually. Yes. That's going to be done by no, it's going to be the remake that's going to be done by who is it that used to do the really shitty movies that we used to watch all the time? Not Asylum. Is it Asylum?
Uncorked?
Asylum's one of them. Uncorked. That's the uncorked version of this movie. Corns in a clown field. But if you want to watch the actual film Clown in a Cornfield, it is available on Apple TV, Google Play, Amazon Video, and Amazon, both video in the US and United States. And Cineplex here in Canada. And I think it's worth the rental personally. I think you'll have a good time with it. It's fluffy and fun, and sometimes that's what we need.
Exactly. Yeah, I definitely agree. I think it's definitely worth the rental. It's something easy and fluffy to watch.
And we're all about easy and fluffy here on
Damn
Friday
right.
Nightmares. So the next film I watched was an Aussie cunt film. I joked earlier that Tim made this film. He was actually in it as a shark. This was actually a really good, not really good film. Historically, it was cool to see the scuba diving suit, but it does drag out a little bit. This film is an 85-minute runtime, and it feels a lot longer, which is a real shame.
Ooh.
Yeah, a rag team of divers attempt to salvage a sunken car from a river are thwarted by a highly aggressive bull shark. So I really like that they used a bull shark reference in this, and the shark footage is actually pretty good. It's basically a group of divers that have been hired by mobsters to go and retrieve stuff from this car. And of course, there's a shark that stalks them. And I would say the highlight of this is that it's supposed to be in the 1920s or 30s. So you're seeing like old school scuba material that they would have used to go under, which I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But it does drag. Like the story does drag out a lot. So unless you're a real shark fan or historical horror movie fan, like you like to see like older pieces of equipment represented in movies, then I would say skip this. But otherwise, I think it's worth a watch. Now I know you haven't seen it yet, right?
Nope, not yet. This is one I wasn't sure because I remember you saying you watched it, but didn't sound like you recommended it to me, so I didn't bother.
No, in old days I would have when we had nothing else to do, but those days are long gone.
Yeah.
We now have a lot of things to do.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in your shark film completist or you really like historical horror, this is available on Apple TV, Google Play, FlickFling. Matt Woods, who's a premium podcast host, like the best, probably better than anyone from Australia. True premium, right? Actually, my role model is I want to be like Matt. It's a bit of a shame this one, as I think there's something decent here, yet it didn't pay out. The concept and the idea is a great one and a unique way of getting a shark into an attacking scenario. So he kind of goes on to say that it felt a little cheap, and that's fair. This is low budget, so know that going into it if you choose to rent it. And we're talking about Fear Below. So the next one you saw, because
Yep.
I don't know
Yeah,
what
so,
that is.
yeah, so the next one is Predator Killer of Killers. It is a Hulu original or probably Disney Plus original for everybody else that's not America. But this is a kind of filler movie for the Predator series. So, we had Prey,
Hmm.
and it's done by the same director, but it's all animated and it's an anthology.
Fun.
Yeah, and it's I'll read the synopsis real quick. The hunt begins while three of the fiercest warriors in human history, a Viking raider, ninja in feudal Japan, and a World War II pilot, are killers in their own right. They are merely prey for the new opponent, the ultimate killer of killers. And yeah, it just there's three different stories that kind of jump around to different timelines of history, and there are different types of the Yautja or the Predator, as some people would know them. And the animation, while kind of lacking a little bit, the story itself was really awesome, and
Okay.
it actually ties these three stories together by the end, and kind
Hmm.
of ties into other works of the Predator universe, and has me excited for Predator Badlands that'll be coming out very soon. But this was, if you are into the Predator history, lore, and all that stuff, and you don't mind animation, I definitely recommend this. This had some really awesome scenarios. I thought all the stories were great, and like the tie up through all of it worked out really well. Like this was just a really fun idea that they had to bring to kind of fill in that gap between the live action movies.
Okay. Okay. And it's available, you said, just on Disney.
Yep, it's on Hulu and Disney
Hulu.
Plus. Yep, and let's see. Sexy Matt Wood gave it a 7 out of 10, and
Very nice.
he said, conflicted here. I'm not a fan of anime, but a big fan of Predator. That said, I thought the animation looked fantastic, very realistic. Cool stories with a decent wraparound. And the gore was good, and the Predators looked ace. But
Awesome.
yep, so yeah, he really enjoyed it. And then yeah, I think Tim absolutely loved it if I remember correctly, hearing him on his podcast, and him being a huge Yautja Predator fan.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a big fan of that.
But yeah, this is for me, I definitely recommend this. Because yeah, I had a freaking blast with it.
Okay. Good. Good to know. I'm not a big anime fan, but it sounds like if you all joined it, it must be a good one.
Yeah. And I would say it's not even anime. I would say it's more almost like I would just call it animation. It doesn't have that
Okay.
anime feel to it.
All right, I'm here for it. This Elma and the Wolf movie, did you watch it?
I did not. This
Oh,
is one
fuck
I've
my
been
life.
curious about.
Yeah, I don't remember it that
Oh.
well. So that tells you that it wasn't that great.
Well, and also it's been a while since we recorded too.
Yeah, I kind of remember a bit of it. After a violent animal attack, paranoia spreads through Spiral Creek, but when Deputy Run Accord gets too close, his son vanishes and the reality begins to fracture. So I believe this had some mythology to it as well regarding wolves. I know Tim gave it 3 stars and was like, not what I was expecting. Interesting film, but not one I rewatch. I think that's really fair. I remember being interested in it, but also kind of bored to the point that I really don't remember it well. Matt gave it 3.5 stars. Great story, well written, well shot. You really feel his emotions. Bravo. I would agree. I remember feeling the emotions, and I do agree that the goat and the werewolves in it were very cool. But I don't fully remember the ending. And I don't know if it's just because so many other things have happened and it just didn't stick with me. But a lot of other people are saying that it's at least 3.5 stars. So that tells me that it's probably worth the watch for some folks. But I would say be prepared for a little bit more of a slow burn. So you may want to watch it, Scott. It's 89 minutes. So it's worth the
easy
watch.
one. So it'll only be about 3 hours for me.
Yeah, it'll only be about 3 hours. So, which means you're probably not going to watch it because I feel like your time is really limited.
We are down to only one child for this week, so I might be able to squeeze it in.
You finally got rid of the other one?
Yeah, we put him up for adoption. No,
Nice.
no, he went to his grandparents' house for the week.
Nice. There you what about for Toshin? You're so funny. Oh my god. You're like, he's in the ground. You know, the secret window.
Oh,
He's also in the garden.
I mean, he keeps threatening to put Erica and I in a home, so it's only fair.
Well, yeah, that's only fair. I agree. So if my review of what other people said about this movie sounds like something you would want to watch, because I really don't remember it as much as I should, besides certain scenes. I just remember it being more of a slow burn, but the acting was good and the story did have potential. It just obviously wasn't something that stuck with me. You can find it on Apple TV, Amazon, FlickFling, and Cineplex, available for rent.
All right. Yeah, this is one I'll definitely have to at least take a look at some point.
Yeah, take a look and see what you think. Did you watch Restless?
I did not.
Okay, so this I did enjoy. It's filmed in the UK.
Oh, God, here we go.
I'm actually sure it's filmed in Northeast England, which I don't know if you know this, Scott, but I've been to the UK.
Oh, that's it. I'm out.
And I've been to Northeast England. So this takes place in an area that would be considered poverty or lower income, one would say. So it takes place in flats. And the synopsis is when a hard partying and violent neighbors move in next door, a quiet woman's life begins to spiral, pushing her to the edge and triggering a slow, unnerving descent into obsession and revenge. The acting in this is very good. Lindsay Marshall and Aton Makule are the two leads in this, and they're actually quite good. Like, the guy who's the dick neighbor plays a really good dick neighbor, and the woman that's kind of like that stereotypical wants it quiet all the time, not to make too much noise, kind of timid, is excellent too. And it really kind of focuses on how none of the other neighbors want to get involved. Like, this guy is being over the top dick, like the loud partying all hours of the night.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff that you shouldn't do, but no one wants to really get involved because they don't want a conflict. So she's kind of left on her own. And she's not getting sleep, and she works at an older age home, and it kind of goes down from there. This got itself around film festivals in the UK, and I really do think it's a good movie. I don't know if it will end up on anyone's top 10, but it's a great kind of what happens when neighborhood relationships go bad, and what is the extremes that people will go to if they're sleep deprived. So if that sounds like, I would say watch this. You and Erica should watch it. I think it's entertaining enough that I think you would enjoy it.
Yeah, I'll say this one sounds actually kind of up my alley.
Yeah, like, she's bullied, right? It kind of reminds me a little bit of like The Rule of Jenny Pin in terms of like the bullying concept, because that's what's happening to her. She's being bullied, right? So I think it's not as good as The Rule of Jenny Pin, but I think it's up there in terms of how it's put together. Definitely check it out. It is available on Apple TV, Google Play, and Amazon. And I will say the ending, I was like, fuck yeah, that's how it's done. Because the ending revenge is very realistic, and I'll put it that way.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. So definitely check it out. It's called Restless, and it's available on Apple TV, Google Play, and Amazon.
All right. Yeah, I'll add that one to my list.
Now, you saw this one, so I'll let you bring it in.
Which one is that?
The Last Cabin?
I've seen that?
I thought you saw The Last Cabin.
Let me check. I thought
that was the one you watched about the social media people.
Oh, no, that was live stream.
Oh, my bad. Never mind then.
No, I have not seen this one.
All right, well, I will talk about it then. That tells you what the movie's about, huh? If I'm thinking that you saw it.
Yep. So, which actually has me intrigued then.
So this movie is trapped in a remote cavern. A film crew finds themselves stalked by three masked men who know the isolated forest and their every move. Definitely somebody watched The Strangers and was like, okay, hold up. What if we make a found footage film, but we use like the same concept as The Strangers? And they were like, oh yeah, fuck yeah. So that's what this movie is. It is The Strangers as a found footage film. End of story. That's what it is. So it's three people. Well, there's people that are killed at the beginning. You got random bodies that are done. And then you have your three characters who you follow. I will say they follow the social media or the found footage rules that I know you have talked about many times on this show before. Well, but
Nice.
it is not the best found footage movie, right? This isn't a found footage movie where I'm like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, it's the next Blair Witch Project, right? Like
Right.
it's not like that. It's almost like they know it's found footage. Like what makes a found footage movie really good is when it's like the characters that are in it don't know that they're in a found footage film.
Right.
Like Lake Mongo.
Yeah.
You don't watch that movie and be like, oh, found footage. They know they're found footage. Or the original Paranormal Activity, right? It's just
Exactly.
people videoing their lives, or this. It feels like they're like, we're making a found footage film, right?
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So just be aware of that. Definitely, if this was on Tubi, I would say check it out. But of course, it's on paid services. So it's on Apple TV, Google Play, Amazon. You really, really, really got to be a found footage fan. And I would say you really got to like The Strangers to like something like this.
All right. So this one sounds like one that I could throw on then, because me, I
Because we
am
have a
huge.
screener. Yes.
Yeah, and plus being
Yes.
like the fan of found footage I am, that yeah, this sounds like something I could totally throw on in the background.
Because we have screeners.
Exactly. Like, and
I would not recommend paying for this.
yeah,
I
no,
would not.
no. I'll say like if it was on Tubi for sure, then streamer. Yeah, screener. That's the word I was looking for. Screener. Haha.
Screamers was close enough. It's the same shit. I got what
It's
you were
true.
saying. Right?
The next one though, I did watch, so I can
Yes.
take the reins for you. But the next one is Marshmallow or Marshmallow, however you pronounce it. I lost it on Letterbox. Give me 1 second. All right. So this is a 93-minute runtime. Yep, the movie is Marshmallow. At a secluded summer camp, timid and introverted 12-year-old Morgan is thrust into a waking nightmare when a once fabled campfire tale becomes real. As a mysterious figure descends upon the camp, Morgan and his newfound friends must embark on a treacherous journey and uncover a sinister reality buried beneath the surface. Now, I will say I went into this expecting one type of genre and ended up being pleasantly surprised when it was something completely different and out of left field. But the message behind it is kind of sad and
Yeah.
kind of hits home a little bit, like just like something that's I could totally see happening
Mm-hmm.
if we had the technology and all that. But I found this to be a very, I would say, entertaining film. At first, I wasn't sure what the hell was going on. Then
Mm-hmm.
once it all started to click, I found, for one, all of the kids in this camp very endearing, even like the kind of bullyish type kids. They felt like real kids. It wasn't just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
kid actors.
Yeah.
And yeah, I found this to be way better than I anticipated, honestly. Like
Yeah, no, I agree with you. It's a very good science fiction horror film.
yeah, because I went in thinking it was going to be a slasher film, and
Me
it's
too.
not. And it's not that.
No.
It's something completely different. But I definitely recommend this. Like, go in just understanding that you may get the feels, especially Tim Davis. If you have not
Mhm.
seen this, I think this may kind of hit you in the feels.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I think this is kind of like, what would you, trying to think of the name of it, but god damn it, like
When did it come
underground.
out?
No, it's not,
What?
I wasn't trying to compare
Oh,
it to a movie. I'm trying to say like a hidden gem. That's the word I was
yeah,
looking
I
for.
would agree. Hidden Gem's a good way to describe this. Yeah.
Yeah, because this is one that I just don't hear anybody talking about, but I feel it should be talked about. It's not. I don't know if it's going to be in my top 10, but it definitely left an impact on me as like one of the movies I think that needs to be watched.
You know what? I think you phrased that perfectly. Sander Kane has watched this, and so has Brian Stitcher. And those two watch a lot of different stuff or watch everything. So I think that how you described this was perfect. I know I saw the director's cut, which is 2 hours. I definitely recommend the hour and a half.
Oh wow, okay,
Because I felt like it. I don't know how I watched a copy that was 2 hours.
really?
But it says 93 minutes on here, so I must have saw the director's cut. I really did enjoy this film as well. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was different. I agree that it probably wouldn't make my top 10, but it could win the award for plot twist I didn't see coming.
Yes.
Right. So far with any of the movies that have happened this year, all the plot twists have been like, no, you don't say.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
This was one where I was like, oh fuck, no, I didn't see that. Like I didn't think that was what was going on here. So I give it a lot of credit for that because I think it takes a lot, especially at this point, because we watch so many movies. It's hard to really surprise us. I find each year I'm like, yep,
Yeah,
yep.
exactly.
Like unless it's something really dramatic, I'm usually able to like follow along. This I didn't see. So for that reason alone, I think it's a really strong film.
You nailed it right there. Because this is like I said, took me by surprise.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
And
this one is available on Apple TV, Google Play, Amazon, YouTube, and Fandango to rent.
yeah, and we both definitely recommend checking it out if you get a chance to.
Yeah, this is definitely worth the rental price.
Now, I think we had already talked about this before. You mentioned it, didn't you?
The big movie in there.
Yeah, Final Destination Bloodlines.
Nope, we haven't talked about it yet.
Okay, I wasn't sure if we had or not. So both Scott and I had a chance to watch Final Destination Bloodlines. Death runs in the family. Plagued by violent, reoccurring nightmares, college student Stephanie heads home to track down one of the persons who might be able to break the cycle and save her family from the grisly demise that inevitably awaits them. All right, we've all seen fucking Final Destination films. If you're listening to this podcast, you've at least seen one.
Yeah.
Okay. We all know what happens in these movies. So I'm going to just talk about it in the terms of where it fits in the series because these movies are rinse and repeat. Character has a premonition. This film kind of shot it differently.
Yes.
In terms of you start with the premonition, there's a break, you go back to the character, and I respected that they tied in a lot of the other films.
Yep.
And it made the other films make sense because of what happens in the beginning. So I liked all of that, but I will be very honest. I did not enjoy this Final Destination as much as I have the other ones. Now, that being said, it doesn't make it a bad film because I think it wrapped everything up really nicely. I don't know if it's just I like 2 and 3 so much that it's hard for me. And even the 5th one, I just like them because I like the traditional way the movies are done more than I liked how this was done.
And that's fair.
Right. But it doesn't mean it's a bad film like that at all.
Yeah. I fucking loved this movie. I went in, knowing it is the Rube Goldberg of horror films. Every death is just a Rube Goldberg way of how is this character going to die. Yeah. I fucking love that concept. It's silly. It can be kind of horrific. And this one gave me a scene that will stick with me like the logging truck incident in part 2. Because I've already had an issue with this type of machine in the past, and this movie just kind of made it a traumatizing moment for me. I thought the characters were all very interesting and well done, especially the brothers. I really liked them a lot. And this one did kind of subvert expectations with the way they did the premonition in this one. And I really liked that it went back in time to kind of explain everything and tie everything up. And I think for me, another part that just kind of makes this like top tier of like in my top 3 of the Final Destination movies is Tony Todd's final scene. Like that scene alone, I actually had tears in my eyes. And you and I always talk about how it's like, they're just celebrities. Like, we don't have like a connection to them like some people do. And in this, it just it kind of just broke my heart just to see, like, because he knew he was dying in real life. And like I know he ad-libbed like a few lines towards the end there where he was basically saying goodbye to his fans. Yeah. And that was so heartbreaking because because for one, most actors don't get that opportunity to do that. Yeah. And the fact that he was able to put that in recording and make it part of the film, and it just it's going to be one of those. This may have a couple of awards for me, but the one for sure that I'm putting this in is the tearjerker right in the feels moment for me, because that moment just hit. Because yeah, like that. He died from stomach cancer. He had stomach cancer, so that's like a horrible battle. And
Yeah.
so just knowing that he went through this and just see him in the physical look that he was in, like shape. It was rough, but this I think that adds to the movie for me that this is going to be something that will cement it in its legacy. But for me, I fucking loved this movie all the way around. It will definitely be in my top 10.
Well, and he was in all of the Final Destination films, right?
Yes,
So it
I think he
was,
only had a voiceover in I think it was part 4, but other than that, he was in all of them.
yeah, or part two was in.
No, part 2 he was in.
Because or part three he was the he was a voiceover for the roller coaster.
That's what it was. Yep.
Yeah. So I agree. I think, and it's so like poetic that it was a Final Destination film that he
Yeah.
like finished off in. And it was interesting because his character wasn't as dark here, right? Like usually he was kind of a dick, right? Like in the other films he was like, and then of course you find out his story in this one, which doesn't really match with how much of a dick he was in some of the other ones, but it kind of does in a way when you think that he knew this was going to happen, right? Like this kind of gives a different reflection of his role in the films. So I think it was, again, I thought it did everything in a nice little bow. I just felt like some of the kills were a little silly.
Oh, they totally
and
were.
The setup, like where the one person confronts her grandmother, I thought was a little,
yeah.
that whole scene, that whole stuff I thought was silly.
Well, minor spoiler here, but grandma is protecting herself from death from the figure of the killer in this entire movie by having her house wrapped in the most dangerous things possible. But it's like, why would you? I would be wrapped in a fucking bubble in fucking padded room somewhere. Why would you have like metal spikes and like
which
that?
Is what
made no
Devin
sense to me.
Sawa character did, wasn't it?
Yeah, or no, it was River Phoenix or whatever her name was.
Oh, that's who it was. Okay.
But yeah, like just the way she had her house, like it looked like a death could happen at any second in that house.
Yeah, right. So anyway, it was definitely a very good film. I think it wraps up the Final Destination series great. It's not my favorite, but I really like Richard Harmon as well. He's actually been in a lot of low budget ones. He was in Trick or Treat. He was in Grave Encounters too. He was also in Low Lives and last year, and I like him. Like, so I was happy to see him here because I think he's actually a really good young actor. So yeah, I would definitely say I was not disappointed.
Yeah, that's why I was saying like the two brothers, because him and Owen Patrick Joyner, those two I like together. Like they were really good.
They were very good. Yeah, it was a really fun film. I'm glad that it came out this year, and I'm glad that I got to watch it personally. So, and the next one here, I know you watched.
Oh yes,
you have it. Yeah, I'll let you bring it in.
All right, so the next one is.
Oh, sorry, we should say where this is available. Oh fuck.
Oh, yeah. Final Destination is available to rent on Apple TV, Google Play, Amazon, Fandango, and YouTube. And I definitely recommend it.
Cineplex in Canada.
But yes, the next movie, Bring Her Back, an 104-minute runtime, evil comes full circle. Following the death of their father, a brother and sister are introduced to their new sibling by their foster mother, only to learn that she has a terrifying secret. This is done by the directors Danny and Michael Philippou, who were the ones that did Talk to Me. So they're the Australian directors. This is their sophomore effort. I believe they did, like, from what I heard Tim and Daniel talking about, like YouTube comedy skits before all this. And it just goes to show that people that do comedy stuff tend to do really well in horror, and Bring Her Back is right up there. This was I think if I remember correctly, it was an A24 film. Definitely has the A24 feel to it. But dear God, this movie had some horrific moments. Well, I'll start off with saying the main girl, the sister, where is it? Sora Wong. I freaking adored her. She was like one of those characters that you just wanted to root for.
Oh, totally.
Like, and just but everything that happens throughout this movie, it's one of those where we really can't say much because it's still very new. But but it had been getting hyped up, and it deserves the hype. It is
Yeah.
very dark and horrific.
Mm-hmm.
It is a another story about loss and grief. I will give you that,
Mm-hmm.
or I'll put that out there. And
Mm-hmm.
it
Mm-hmm.
covers that topic in a very hard to watch kind of way. And I will say some of the scenes in this film actually had me cringing and almost looking away, which does not
Really?
happen. But yeah, there were certain things that happens to us like throughout this movie that just yeah, I'll say there's a table scene, and yeah, there's just things that made me, whoo, I was cringing, and yeah, there were a lot of parts where Erica had to look away. She's like, nope, can't do that part.
Yeah, there is definitely, yeah. That's a good way to describe it. There are some intense scenes in this movie.
Yeah, like it kind of takes a little bit to get going, but goddamn, like the story itself was intriguing. And yeah, this is one of those horror films where I can't really find a flaw in it. Like I'm trying to think of one, but I really can't. Like, so it's definitely one that I'm going to rewatch and may eventually be a 10 out of 10 for me.
I would agree. And again, because it's so fresh, it's hard for us to really talk about without giving stuff away. But what I really do appreciate about these two brothers is their abilities to invoke emotions
Yes.
and to cast real life looking people in films. Like, thank you
Yeah.
for casting people that you're like, yeah, that looks like somebody I would know, right? And the acting of the people they get, like they get really good actors, even
Yeah.
children.
Yeah, like these two remind me of Ari Aster with the way he gets performances out of their actors.
Yeah, like he just, and like Sore Wong, who plays Piper, like this is her first starring film.
And she did amazing.
Like better than some people we've seen that have been in movies a lot longer. And the one that played Oliver, this is their second film or third starring film, and they did a really great job for someone who really didn't talk. You know,
Right.
like they were creepy.
Yeah, to say the least.
Right. So this is definitely a solid film. It's going to be in my top 10. I don't know where it's going to fall. I'm going to say probably somewhere in my top 5 for sure.
Yeah, I guarantee it's going to be in mine too.
Because it's just it's a stellar film. Like if you haven't watched this film yet, this is a good movie. And if for some reason it's not your thing, that's totally cool. But there's some intense scenes in this, and I think anyone would find it intense.
Yeah. Yeah, and me, who is like, you know, the hardcore gore fan, I was expecting more gore, but I think that's because people were talking about it and kind of got it in my head that it was
more
going
gory
to be
than it actually was.
Yeah, but then the few scenes there were made up for it with the horrificness.
Yeah, totally. This is available on Apple TV, Google Play, Amazon, and Cineplex in Canada. It's worth the rental. Like, rent this movie.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
So, The Sound. Did you see The Sound?
Yep, we Erica and I ended up watching it last night.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man. I fast forward through the end of this movie, by the way, so I could get past some of the stupidness.
Oh, did you?
Like some of the dialogue was so boring. I just fast forward till they were on top of the mountain.
We ended up just going outside with the dogs and just let the movie play and came back and finished watching it.
Like that sums up, I think, all Scott and I need to tell you about this film.
Yeah, this was a survival film. Like we should at least give the synopsis.
No, yeah. If you hear it, it's too late. A group of climbers embark on a dangerous climb that has been off limit for years. What initially began as an audacious expedition transforms into a battle of survival against the force that toys with them.
Yeah, this
and
is
toyed
about,
with our time.
Yeah,
well.
I'll say this is about mountain climbers or rock climbers, which I think is about the only intense thing in this movie.
Yeah, yeah.
But it just, the characters were making such dumb decisions, and just the story dragged, and there just wasn't anything like exciting about this at all. Like it was just, I like. There was a scene in kind of when they're in the base camp, where what the main character is, where the native chief talks to him at night, And he might as well have just told him, Keanu Reeves, you are the one. Because the exposition dumps were so fucking stupid. And it
Yeah,
literally sounded like he was just like, you're the chosen one, Neo. Basically was like, I'm like, what the fuck is going on in this movie? This was
yeah.
just dumb.
That what the fuck's going on in this movie is a perfect sum up to this film. I like climbing stuff. Like I like climbing documentaries. I've watched a
Yeah.
lot of documentaries about Mount Everest, and I've watched the Everest films because I like them. And that's why I thought I was gonna like this, but it's so dumb. And even the like the payoff at the end makes no sense. And like,
Yeah.
okay, no one's gonna watch it, so this is a spoiler. There's a part where one of their buddies dies, and they literally parasail off of the mountain and leave him behind. Like, oh well.
Yeah. Well,
Tough,
and they've did that
tough
with a lot of
ditties.
characters in this. Oh well, you died. Bye.
Like they're all supposed to be friends, and they're like, bye.
Yeah.
Like it's just so fucking like. Anyway, this should be a Tubi movie. For some reason, they've decided to charge for it on Google Plex and Fandango. I don't know. Unless you're really like shots of mountains, like really like shots of mountains, like all you do is sit at home and watch videos of mountains, then this is a movie for you.
Yeah. God, it was. We tuned out halfway through. We were
Yeah,
done.
like it says something to Scott and Erica went outside with the dogs, and I fast forwarded through
Yeah.
to get to the climax because I was fucking done with the dialogue and the stupid things they were saying. But you watched this one as well, and I'm excited to hear about this.
Okay, so yeah, this one I stumbled across on Tubi. It is a Tubi original. I stumbled across it on Friday night. I'm going to IMDb because Letterboxd does not have it available yet. Let me see if I can find a synopsis for it. All right, so this one is labeled as a thriller comedy, but I would splash this in with a horror as well. But it's called Get Off My Lawn, a Tubi original. A sweet suburban couple is terrorized by a deranged teenager and his friends after they purchase his grandfather's sacred home. Right, we watched the trailer, and right off the bat, we're like, okay, this is a silly movie. It knows it's silly. But goddamn, did I just have a lot of fun with this. It's not like mind blowing, but it's funny. This is a Heather movie for sure, with like the kind of comedy it is.
I'm here for it
And
then.
it's but yeah, the deranged teenager, quote unquote, in the synopsis, he does such a good job of playing like a psycho little shit, but also turn around and be like, "Oh, hi neighbor, how are you?" But like just like this happy-go-lucky kid, but then all of a sudden just fucking psycho and disturbing. But yeah, like, and it's literally like millennials versus Gen Z type story. So it, once again, you and I are going to be like, yeah, because we're the millennials, get off our fucking lawn.
I
um
love it. I love it.
but yeah, just go into this knowing this is comedy, thriller, and horror last. Like comedy is definitely more the main focus of this, but it kind of gave me the parenting vibes from earlier this year,
Okay.
where it
Okay.
has that kind of silly comedy to it.
Nice. Nice. I'll watch it. It's on Tubi.
Yep, it's Tubi original, so it'll definitely be one of the ones for the Tubi Awards because we haven't had too many Tubi originals this year. Not yet, anyways. I think most of theirs have been the kind of like the Lifetime type drama
Yeah, they
movies.
do a lot of Lifetime drama shit, don't they?
Yeah, like they haven't really did too much in the horror genre yet this year. But here's hoping they bring out a couple more.
Well, hopefully, right?
But yeah,
There's a new
since
one.
I don't have this on Letterboxd, I'd give this at least a 7 out of 10.
Oh, good. So you got Tubi. Watch it.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. What was I gonna say? Shudder released a movie called Push about a pregnant woman.
Oh
that is
yeah, I was
stalked.
curious about that.
Yeah, I haven't got a chance to watch it yet. So I put it on my letterbox. I started it, but I didn't really get to finish it. So when we record next in 5 months from now, I'll
Right.
I'll let you know how it was.
All right, deal.
Right. So Megan 2.0.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Like, I'm gonna give the synopsis here, and I'm just obviously it's still a new movie, so I'm not gonna give too much away. After the underlying tech for Megan is stolen and misused by powerful defense contractors that definitely aren't Elon Musk, link, wink, wink, to create a military-grade weapon known as Amelia, Megan's creators Gemma realizes the only option is to resurrect Megan and give her a few upgrades, making her faster, stronger, and more lethal. So first off, I love that they brought back everybody from the original film that survived. That was really cool. So Allison Williams is here, Violet McGraw's in it. The two other people that kind of assisted with the development of Megan in the first one, her
Yeah.
colleagues are back. I liked that about the film. Like I like that they brought everything back. This is a very silly movie. It doesn't mean to take itself seriously. Where the first one I would say was played more seriously and supposed to be more like the evils of AI. This is kind of like, well, AI is coming, so AI fights AI. And I think
Yep.
as Tim said, something like it's been a long time since we got a good Terminator movie. That really does sum up this film.
Yeah, I watched the trailer and it reminded me immediately of, hey, this is Terminator 2.
Yeah, like it's
Just
fun.
silly.
Like I'll be honest, it's fun. Like I don't know, if you go into this movie and you just want to have a good time, it's great. If you didn't like the first one, you're probably not going to like this one.
Right.
So I would say only watch this one if you liked the first one and you're interested to see what would happen if they made an AI worse than Megan, and then Megan and the reason why Megan comes back and is quote unquote good makes sense.
Right.
It honestly makes sense, right? So I liked it. I thought it was enjoyable. I went to the theaters to see it and I thought it was fun. I was laughing out loud at a bunch of scenes. Like I was like belly laughing because it was
nice.
funny. Some of the shit they did was really fucking funny. Like there's one part where at first they put Megan in this like little like robot AI thing that preschoolers would use, right? Because they don't trust her yet. And she kind of comes online, looks at her body, and she's like, what the fuck is this shit? Or something like that. Like it's just funny. Like she just says funny shit. Like it's just a funny film. And the guy that's definitely not Elon Musk, wink, 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 it's entertaining. Like he's kind of a prick and like a preto, but like he makes it funny. And like when he gets his comeuppance, it's funny, right?
Yeah,
so it's I don't know, like it's definitely a nudge at certain things, and they do like knock off of everything, right? Like
oh yeah,
like they, instead of Apple, they call it like pear or something like that. Like it's just really funny the shit that they do in this film. So I don't know, if you like that thing, watch it. If you don't, then maybe this isn't for you, but I had a good time.
yeah. So this is one that I seen it and was like, this will definitely not be in my top 10, but I kind of want to watch it. It looks just silly enough to be
you
entertaining.
guys gotta watch it. It's
Yeah.
fun. Like
Yeah,
you would be at a loss if you didn't watch it.
Yeah, I'll say it looks entertaining. That's all I care about when it comes to the Megan movies.
Like it may be, for me, this could be feel good movie of the year.
Oh, nice.
You know what I mean? Like there's some just really like feel good fun parts of this movie, and yeah, it's a little cheesy, but like, and it's a different tone than the original, but who gives a shit?
Right.
It's a talking AI robot, people. Let's all fucking get our heads straight, you know?
Yep, they turned her into the Yas queen of this generation.
Yeah, like she's fun. It's fun. Yeah. It's fun. Did you see the Rich? So that's not available anywhere yet. It's still in theaters.
Yeah, but I think it's coming out to buy and rent in next week, I believe. I think I just seen that somewhere.
So it will be on all those things.
Yeah,
it'll be on the stuff, right? iTunes or Apple, Amazon, Cineplex.
Yeah, all the big ones. And to answer your question, no, I have not seen these last two yet.
I am a brave person doing all this work here.
You always carry the work on your shoulders, Heather. I've already just told you that.
I know. When the hero comes along. Anyway. This is another fucking exorcism film. It's called The Ritual.
Yeah, this one was like, I see the trailer. I'm like, yeah.
I got bamboozled into watching this because Dan Stevens and Al Pacino.
Yep.
And Abigail Conan, Patricia Heaton, like there were some well-known actors in this fucking movie. And I watched it and I was like, what the fuck is happening? How did I get bamboo? Dan Stevenson, how could you lie to me? Dan Stevenson, I thought this movie would be good because he's in a lot of shit. Like
he's a really well-known and really good actor.
And motherfucking Al Pacino.
Yeah.
Right? Who was great because he is great. And Dan Stevenson was great because he is great. But you must have faith, Scott.
Oh boy.
Two priests, one in crisis with his faith and the other confronting a turbulent past, must overcome their differences to perform a risky exorcism. So this
that doesn't sound like The Exorcist.
I know. Now this is actually based on a true exorcism that occurred in the 1930s.
Oh, okay.
So it's filmed and made to look like it's in the 1930s. And it films it from a perspective like you're there in the room watching them. Like it's not found footage, but it's like not really high footage either. It's weird.
Okay.
So it is based on this story about a young woman. Let's see what her name is. played Emma, or the young lady's name is Emma, who was truly quote unquote possessed.
Yep.
By a demon. And these two priests, one who was having a conflict of faith, didn't know whether he was really a man of God or not. And this other old fucker who was like here for it, right? So if you really like exorcism films, like really like exorcism films, like you can't get enough of them, you just want to watch them all the time, and watch this movie.
Yeah, that's not me.
If you watch The Nun and were like, for fuck's sakes, don't watch this movie.
Okay, so that's definitely me.
Yeah, right. Like unless like there's a handful of exorcism films where I'm like, absolutely good film.
Yeah.
And most I'm like paint by numbers, same shit. Like The Power of Christ Compels You, What's Your Name, Demon, bless this child, blah 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 blah. Devil says some fucking provocative things. Exorcism is successful.
Yeah.
Right?
It's the same old over and over again.
Yeah, right. It's a 98-minute runtime. It's available on Apple TV, Amazon, Hoopla, Plex. I assume Al Pacino did somebody a favor.
Probably.
Right. So the final one I watched, and this is available on Tubi.
Yeah, I think this is the other Tubi original that I have added. Okay.
It is Please Don't Feed the Children.
I understand that. It gets expensive.
Right. After a bile outbreak ravages the country's adult population, a group of orphans head south in search of a new life, only to find themselves at the mercy of a deranged woman harboring a dangerous secret. Yes, that sums it up. So this is post-COVID on steroids, and all the adults are fucked, and well, not all the adults, but a lot of them are fucked. And then the kids are immune to getting whatever disease this is until they turn 18. And then when you turn 18, much like how life starts to suck after you turn 18, you also get this disease. So
oh boy,
it's not bad. It's science fiction-y, and if you're really into that, you may enjoy it. Matt Woods is going to watch this, so I can't wait to hear his thoughts on it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, I know, it should be interesting, right? So I would say watch it, Scott. It's on Tubi. Like, it's not the worst film I've ever seen. It's entertaining. It's just I found it kind of meh. Like, I wasn't overly invested. It was okay. It was okay.
So basically like a Tubi original.
Yeah, like I kind of read that synopsis, and it sounds exactly like it is. Group of orphan kids go. They run into this woman. They think she's good, and now she's not, and they are fucked up by her. And they got to try to escape, right? So it's people under the stairs meet Saw, meet Hostel, meet what I mean? Like, it's all that same kind of shit. But it was entertaining enough for a free watch on Tubi.
All right, good to know. Because I'll say that one is kind of on the docket to watch soon.
And I know that I'm going to talk about it quickly. I took it off here because I wasn't sure how much time we would have. But I watched two older films, and I just want to briefly talk about them. They're both from Australia.
All right.
And just so you know, I'm supporting your country.
More than you support your own country, Tim.
Right. They're both on Shudder. So one is called Killing Ground 2016, a remote campsite. Have you seen it?
I have. I don't remember much from it, but I seen it on Shudder and looked it up, and yeah, I did watch it at some point. So I'm looking up my score right now.
It's just like that other one.
Oh, actually, no, I did not watch it. I thought I did.
Oh, okay. It's very similar to the one where the couple goes to the beach and the kids are assholes, and then what's that one called?
Eden Lake.
It's very similar to Eden Lake. It's very similar to Eden Lake.
Okay.
With also a sad ending. That's happy yet sad. But it's honestly, besides a couple of the 2025s we talked about, probably one of the better movies I've watched as of late.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you're looking for a good summer revenge, multi-layered film that's done well, I recommend this movie. It is on the Shudder. If you have Shudder, it is called Killing Ground 2016. Very similar to the theme of Eden Lake. So, not exact, but very similar. Definitely check it out. It is a hidden gem.
Nice. Okay, I'll watch that then.
And then finally, I watched The Pack,
Oh,
2015.
I gotta check
Um,
to see if I've watched this. So go ahead. I'm gonna look it up. I think I did.
So, born to hunt, driven to kill, man's best friend becomes worst nightmare when a horde of bloodthirsty wild dogs descends upon a family's farmhouse in the fang-bearing fight for survival. This takes Cujo and puts it on fucking steroids, right? You don't see the dogs a lot, which is smart. Like you kind of see them, but they're in the dark. Like they film this really smartly, so you're not worried about really good special effects. You can use just real dogs and make them vicious in the dark and scary. It's a 90-minute runtime, and I was fucking here for it. I was here for survival against the doggies. That's what
Nice.
this movie is.
Yeah, I looked it up,
You
and
know,
yep, this is one I have not seen either. I thought I did, but nope.
it's super easy to watch. It's better than The Breed, way better than The Breed. It's a really just family at farmhouse in Australia, secluded. Things aren't going well. Mom happens to be a vet. Dad does some kind of harvest, and I think he has sheep or something like that. And these dogs show up, and wild dogs can be scary.
Oh
Like
yeah,
they can be fucked. So and they decide that they're gonna fuck these people up for whatever reason, and they fuck them up, and it's great.
nice. Yeah,
And
I'll watch this one. On where was this one at?
Shudder.
This was Shutter as well. Okay, awesome.
Yeah, and it's an IFC film.
Nice.
Yeah, like it's a really good movie. So I recommend those two if you're looking for something older to watch. Both Australian films, both quite good. And that's it, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, we wanted to make it kind of short because, like we were saying, we spent 20 minutes recording before and lost it, and then spent about another half hour on top of that trying to get our freaking setup with the new technology to work. So yeah,
But luckily we didn't see a lot of movies, so it was fine.
exactly. So yeah, sorry for a short episode, but we at least wanted to get something out there for y'all.
Well, and before we forget about the movies, right? Like,
Yeah.
we watched a fair amount. I am looking forward. I have seen more previews for I Know What You Did Last Summer, and I do love how Freddie and Jennifer have been integrated from the trailers into the film. I'm here for it.
And she even says the line.
She does. I can't wait. I'm here for it. It looks good. Like I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna go to the theater and see this. Like this is I don't know. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's definitely one I'm curious. I'll definitely be watching it. Same with and then there's that Dangerous Animals that came that's coming, should be available soon for us to watch, but like it sounds like it's a really good shark film.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one too.
There was a copy on Plex, but it was a very crappy cam version, and I'm not gonna put myself through that.
No, that's only the Winnie the Pooh and the discount characters movies have slowed down. There hasn't been many Popeye.
Nope, not yet. Finally, like the Popeye fanaticism has slowed down, and the Steamboat Willie stuff slowed down, but we do have Bambi to look forward to really soon.
Oh yeah, The Reckoning.
Yeah,
I did see a trailer for that.
It looks so fun.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm like kind of excited. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
Yeah, like Bambi looks really fucking like pissed.
And it's not going to be anything like that Weird Deer movie or whatever it was that I watched a couple years ago. No, nothing's going to be able to compete with that. But
no, I think this is going to be better. I'll be honest. It looks good. I know you're being funny, but I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this. Like it looks really good.
So anyway, we will continue to share what we watched this year. I feel like the Stranger movies were supposed to come out, weren't they?
Yep, there is the other one's coming out I think in October. They released a trailer for it, which the trailer has me intrigued because obviously they're going in a different route now because they've already covered the first movie and it's not doing Strangers Prey at Night, it doesn't seem like. So
okay,
I'm kind of curious. Hopefully it's actually entertaining. We'll see.
I know, hopefully it's good.
Yeah. We'll see, but I mean my expectations are low.
You know what? And that's how people should feel about us.
Yeah.
Right.
Keep your expectations in check for us, okay?
Everybody just keeps 2025 in check. We're all just expecting low from Scott and I. So anyway, thank you for listening though, and we hope that we've been able to share some 2025s if you haven't seen them yet. A couple of gems, particularly Marshmallow. I think that one is probably worth watching
Yeah.
That most people haven't heard about. As always, we are proud members of the Legion Podcast Network. We have been for many years now. We appreciate everything they do. If you want to support local podcasts and you're kind of like run of the mill amateur podcasters like Scott and I, not like those dummies of horror over there, or Slasher Radio with Rob the Hump, where he's like, oh, guess what star I spoke to today? I'm like, shut the fuck up, Rob.
Right.
Like, no one cares, Rob.
Rub it in, why don't you, Rob? We know you're a big deal.
All you do is tell me that I'm going to be part of the 51st date, and it just makes me angry. And but I know it's because he wants to marry me.
He does.
It's just he's in love with me, and it's getting embarrassing now. Actually.
I know, Rob. I mean, come on, step up your game, buddy.
Like, if you just want me to be your wife, Rob, you can just ask. I don't need to become 51st State for that to happen.
Exactly.
But yes, please join the Legion Patreon as a member if you're so able to. And if you haven't even checked out Legion Patreon yet, Scotty has one question that has come up again this year, and it's going to be brought to full light. And I know what you did last summer.
What? There was something I usually said here. What kind of line was it? What?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing on my lawn? Get off my lawn! Oh no, I got it. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? If you're still with us after like a 2-month hiatus of an episode, what are you waiting for? Join us.
Join us, please, and the other Legion folks that are there. And thank you for being with us to this point. We hope that we've been able to provide you with some entertainment and some movies. And we all just keep on fucking vibing as we make it towards Scotty's big wedding day.
Yes, indeed. Scotty is kind of done. He's ready to be in this wedding, get this going. He's ready to celebrate with his new wife.
He just can't wait to lose his virginity. Actually, Scott's
God,
really excited.
It's gonna be the greatest gift ever to lose my virginity finally after all these years.
Can you imagine? Erica be like, wow.
I've been saving myself for so long. I can't hold it anymore.
You know, true love waits, Scott. True love waits. We're all about purity culture here on Friday Nightmares. Definitely. We sum up purity culture in its finest form.
Yeah, I am pure. I am innocent. I never do anything wrong. That's why I'm so excited for this wedding, because, to lose my virginity after all this time is going to be such a big deal.
It is. It is going to be a big deal, and I'm happy to be there and support you as you get ready for the big day.
And I'll be the one tossing the bouquet too, because I'm going to be so excited.
You probably will be too. It's a fun thing. Hashtag things that will actually happen.
Yep, exactly. And I'll do the sexy pose looking back like, ooh.
Oh, please do. It would be amazing. Because as a real friend, I'm going to be at your wedding.
Ooh, burn.
Robert. Mr. Al Heather, you're going to become an American, but he's too afraid to show up at your wedding. Let's say. Let's call it out how it is.
I mean, times are tough, so I get it.
Whatever. Shut the fuck up, Rob. You could drive up there. It's not that hard. Get in your car and start driving.
Start driving now and come sit on my lap and we'll talk about the first thing that pops up, big boy.
I'll let you sleep at the foot of my bed, Rob. Don't worry. You can come.
Rob can sleep on my lap.
Yeah, right? We can take care of him. Yeah. Anyway, we will hopefully be back in August. Scott and I will pick a date after we get off this call. Well, if we watch enough movies, we may be back in September because
right.
Actually, we probably will be here in September because there's not a lot of films and we're going to have at least a couple before we come back again. So,
and we really got to have a chance to enjoy our summer, damn it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but more than anything, there's not a lot of movies, so you'll
exactly
hear from us in September. But have yourselves a good rest of your summer if you don't hear from us again. And do you have anything else to say to the good people, Scotty?
Yeah. So as always, thank you for listening and putting up with our shenanigans. But until next time, kitties, unpleasant dreams.
See ya.